Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeToon.com. I'm back with another Monday Morning Mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? Hang on, an old friend, a new mug, second time around, 1 minute. Oh yeah, that is terrific. From Black Rifle Coffee Company. Again, coffee of the month. Kind of came back to back with the Beyond Black that we had last week. This one was it was sent like I say, almost back to back. I don't know why, but we put it aside, and I guess it was because of the instant coffee that we were using and that sort of thing. That's why it seemed like it arrived so soon. But here we have Silencer Smooth. That's what we have right this morning. Silencer Smooth, right there. Get that on the label for you? Yeah, this is a nice cup of coffee, and it's just like it sounds. Smooth. It's a really nice, smooth cup of coffee. Hang on, one more sip. Absolutely fantastic. Very flavorful, a very tasty cup of coffee, very smooth. And of course, we've got that absolutely beautiful Peanuts coffee mug, the Snoopy and Linus blanket coffee mug, security blanket coffee mug. Thanks again to Jimmy V Photography. Thank you so much, Jimmy, for sending this to the channel. Really do appreciate it. It's a favorite. Got to use it again this week. It's absolutely a delightful, delightful coffee mug. Really, really terrific. And I'm glad that the coffee cooled down a little bit. You know, as I was getting set up to start shooting this week's show, the coffee out of that new Keurig machine was very, very hot. I was having a hard time holding the mug and spinning it around to show it on camera. And I'm glad it cooled down a little bit, because you know what? The last thing I want to do is drop this mug. This is really a wonderful, wonderful mug. There's Linus hanging on to the security blanket for dear life. And of course, it becomes the handle of the mug. And there is Snoopy right there with the security blanket, taking off with it, and then dragging Linus behind. Yeah, it's a really, really terrific, terrific coffee mug. Thanks again to Jimmy V. Thank you so much, Jimmy. Really do appreciate it. Well, how are you this morning? I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. As we like to say on the show, a good hot coffee, a trusty mug. Let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. Absolutely. One more sip. Yeah, that is very, very nice and smooth. Again, Black Rifle Coffee Company, Silencer Smooth. Really, really terrific. Thanks to my nephew Jason, his wife Allison, and the boys for this. This was their Christmas gift. Coffee of the Month Club from Black Rifle Coffee Company. Really, really terrific. And hey, if you're taking me along on your morning commute, thanks very much for the lift. I really do appreciate it. If you're listening to the podcast this morning, thanks for tuning us in. Really do appreciate that. Well, how are you this morning? I'm sure you're all recovered from that long holiday 4th of July weekend. 4th of July was this past Thursday, and then a lot of folks had Friday off, and then Saturday and Sunday. So a 4-day weekend, I'm sure, was filled with a lot of cookouts and family gatherings and fireworks and that sort of thing. So I hope you had a great 4-day weekend this past 4th of July holiday. Absolutely wonderful time of the year. Absolutely great. It just seemed to fall on when it falls on a Thursday like that, Thursday or Friday, you know, you get that extra day or so. Just makes for a much more enjoyable 4th of July celebration, yeah. And viewer Al Spencer enjoyed the extended 4th of July holiday weekend with his patriotic tomatoes. So I sure hope you had a great time. And thanks so much for tuning in. Boy, we got a great show for you this morning. Let me put this down over here so I don't drop it. I love that mug. We have a great show for you this morning. We got a really, really terrific original viewer shaving tip. Hey, we have a giveaway this morning, so stay tuned for that. Got some great refill comments, new wet shave gear, some really, really neat items there, and some questions and comments. So I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Let's get the show kicked off like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. Well, this morning's shaving tip comes from viewer Jason Rochester. And he writes, "Hi, Mark. My name is Jason Rochester. I'm a newcomer to the wet shaving community, having started this last April. I'm currently using a Merkur 34C with a variety of blades. I've been watching your YouTube channel for the past 2 months. I appreciate the demonstrations and guidance you offer us viewers, especially us newbies. After watching your video discussing and presenting a variety of shave soaps, I saw your video on Cella Red. I tried Cella and love it. For me, it provides a superior lather and slickness that Parasso does not. I think it is the tallow that makes the difference. Hey, you know what? Make a mental note of that information, that little anecdote about tallow. We're going to be talking about that later on in the show. Anyhow, he continues here. I think it is the tallow that makes the difference. Anyway, I knew you were a trusted source for information and direction on wet shaving. Since I started watching your videos, my skin irritation has decreased and my shave technique has improved. I want to let you know that your work is appreciated. Your authenticity and exuberance underscore the excitement and level of care that wet shaving is for us. There have been moments of discouragement shaving, but your videos help frame my approach into perspective and encouraged me by your example. Thank you, sir. Well, Jason, thanks very much for the kind words. And again, let me emphasize, it's all due to the great viewers out there. I say it time and again, without the viewers, this microphone would be silent. So all credit to the viewers out there for all of their great contributions, information, tips, tricks, refining technique, all that great shaving information that they pass along to the channel. If not for them, the show and the channel would not exist. So my thanks to all the viewers out there. I appreciate the kind words, but let me send those wonderful words of thanks on to all the viewers out there who make this show possible. So thank you very much for that. Now, here's his shave tip. Additionally, I want to offer a Monday morning mailbag tip for those novices to wet shaving. When starting out in this regime of hygiene and care, there are a lot of products to purchase, such as a quality razor, blades, soap or cream, pre and post shave products, possibly a bowl or additional towels, but a brush is usually a key product among them all. Once a novice shaver has attained all of these, then the next consideration is where to store or hang the razor or brush. Well, I have found a simple homebrew solution for storing and hanging a shaving brush. Depending on its size, you repurpose a plastic vitamin or pill container for a brush stand. I have attached a few images that I took of my simple, rough and ready, but albeit free homebrew brush stand. And here he talks about his homebrew shaving stand and how to go about making one. To begin, find a used plastic container like an empty vitamin pill bottle that is approximately the same size of your shave brush. This is the hardest part. You can take measurements or eyeball it like I did. Once you have selected your container, then, using a cutting instrument, I used a long nose wire cutter and a sharp knife, cut away about a third of the container to the base. Do not cut the base of the container in half. Leave the base as it is by cutting around it. Remove the plastic side cutout. Discard the cap. The top rim where the cap used to spin onto will retain enough strength and elasticity to allow you to snap your brush upright or inverted. Voila! Your easy, rough and ready plastic homebrew brush stand. Free, that is. Perhaps some of your novice wet shavers may appreciate this cost-saving tip, Mark. I have attached some photos of my plastic brush stand. A picture is worth 1,000 words. The container is a popular vitamin plastic container one buys from the supermarket. And then he says it's cut out. He cut out one side for his Simpson brush to rest in. Really terrific. And he says, cheers. Keep up the good work, Mark. Have a great day, Jason Rochester. Jason, thank you so much for a really, really terrific original shaving tip. There you go, folks, a do-it-yourself homebrew. Well, he calls it your easy, rough and ready plastic homebrew brush stand. That is absolutely fantastic. And as we like to talk about on this show about repurposing items, this fits right into the repurposing theme. So, wow, terrific. So just get a plastic bottle or container and cut it out as he has described here. And you can snap in your shaving brush and use that as a shaving brush stand. absolutely fantastic. Jason, thank you so much for a really, really terrific and original shaving tip. Really do appreciate it. And to say thank you, for you and only you, an original signed George sketch. So please email me your snail mail address to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and I will send this to you post haste. And if you out there would like an original signed George sketch, just send me a shaving tip. Send that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use it here on the morning shaving tip segment of the Monday Morning Mailbag, you too will receive an original signed George sketch. So Jason, thanks again for a really, really wonderful original shaving tip. Really do appreciate it. Thanks again. Well, here's something that I thought would fit in well with new wet shaving gear. And then I thought, well, you know what? This is more suited for a shave den visit. So we're going to have a shave den visit courtesy of viewer Neil L. talking about a neat item that he uses in his shave den. And he writes, "Hi, Mark. Thought I'd send a pic or two of some of my favorite razor and brush storage holders. I have a number of these that are used to take from my den to the bathroom for shaving that week. I pick what I am going to use that week and place it in the bathroom for easy access when shaving. I get them from The Stray Whisker, an online shaving company here in Australia. Each one holds 3 brushes and 3 razors. Each is made of some type of plastic, but very sturdy and functional for its purpose. Below is the advertising of the item on their site, and as they write on their site, an essential item for every wet shaving enthusiast. The Stray Whisker triple safety razor and brush stand can accommodate 3 safety razors and 3 shaving brushes of varying sizes. We have designed a truly adjustable brush stand using our proprietary sizing collar. In addition to the collar, we have ensured that the stand provides a wide and angular opening rest. Our stand will comfortably take brushes ranging from 19 millimeters to 30 millimeter knots. For brushes between 19 millimeter and 26 millimeters, simply attach the sizing collar provided. For larger brushes, simply use without the sizing collar." And then they give the dimensions of this, the overall dimensions. The length is 250 millimeters, the height is 105 millimeters, the depth is 73 millimeters, and then the brush holder diameter is 34 millimeters, and the brush holder opening is 30 millimeters. And it ships with 3 sizing collars. So this could have been put in new wet shaving gear or shave den. So I'm going to put it in shave den visit. I want Jeff Palmer to take note of this too, because we talk about that in the refill segment regarding a brush stand that can accommodate the atomic rocket. So I'm doing some editing on the fly here, and I thought I would fit this in the shave den visit, even though it's sort of like new wet shaving gear. But thanks to Neil L. for sending along a really neat item that he uses in his shave den, and something that also qualifies as new wet shaving gear. So thanks very much for this, Neil. Really, really do appreciate it. Folks, we'll get a link and we'll have it below where you can check out this wonderful razor and brush stand. Neil, thanks again very, very much. Well, we have one more shave den visit this morning, and it comes from David Richland, who writes, "Hi, Mark. I got your signed shaving tip. I was so excited to get it, and now I can die happy. Thanks again. So grateful. Dave Richland, Deja Vu Hair Studio." Hey, David, thanks so much. I'm very, very flattered and honored that you framed George and have him displayed in your shave den. Thank you very, very much. And again, folks, Deja Vu Hair Studio, 275 Center Avenue, Suite B, Aptos, California, 95003. Pay him a visit if you're in the area of Aptos, California. David, thanks again very, very much. Really do appreciate it. Again, honored that you have George framed and in your shave den. Thank you very, very much. Well, we have a giveaway on this morning's Monday Morning Mailbag program, and it's sponsored by Pete Hendricks and everyone at Hendricks Classics and Company. Up for grabs is a brand new tub of watermelon shave soap from Hendricks Classics and Company, as well as the aftershave splash. And in addition, 10 of the Willys razor blades. So how about that? You get the razor blades, the watermelon aftershave splash, and also that wonderful watermelon shave soap. Now, we reviewed the watermelon shave soap on the channel maybe about a week or so ago, a couple weeks ago. An absolutely fantastic, fantastic watermelon scent, perfect for summer shaving. And of course, the soap base and the performance of Hendrix Classics and Company shave soap is absolutely outstanding. You really get a boom lather from HC&C, absolutely. And I'll show you that it is a new tub right there, brand new tub. And you know, I'm not gonna stick my face in there. And right at this distance right here, I can very easily pick up that beautiful watermelon scent. Absolutely fantastic. This is a really great scent and a wonderful performing shave soap from Hendrix Classics and Company. And of course, the aftershave splash is brand new and unopened. And these beautiful metallic labels and that great fun art. Yeah, absolutely. So how do you enter? All you have to do is comment below this video. Comment below this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. This Friday, Pete Hendrix will select a winner from all of those comments that have been entered. And he'll then contact me with the winning name, and we will put together a quick 1 or 2 minute video announcing the winner, and we'll post that either Friday night or Saturday morning, depending on when I get that correspondence from Pete Hendrix. So make sure you comment and subscribe to the channel before this Friday, because on Friday sometime, I don't know when, sometime on Friday, Pete Hendrix will be selecting the winner of the watermelon shave soap, watermelon aftershave splash, and of course, that tuck of Willys razor blades. My thanks to Pete Hendrix of Hendrix Classics and Company and everyone at Hendrix Classics and Company for very kindly and generously sponsoring this giveaway on this morning's Monday Morning Mailbag show. Pete, thank you very, very much. Again, comment below, subscribe to the channel. Do so before Friday. Pete will pick a winner sometime this Friday. Good luck to everyone. Thanks again, Pete. Really do appreciate it. And we'll see everyone again sometime on Friday or Saturday to announce the winner of watermelon shave soap and aftershave splash and this pack of Willys razor blades right here. So good luck to everyone. Thanks again, Pete. Well, here's your weekly reminder that the Monday Morning Mailbag is also available as a podcast. Simply get up to your favorite streaming service and search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more. And the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast, as well as our other podcast, Second Cup, will come right up. Both of those podcasts are available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, and now right here on YouTube. Well, what do you know? Coffee's getting low. That time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. Hang on, one more sip. That's just fresh out of the Keurig machine. That is that's a nice hot cup of coffee. Hang on. Wow. Yeah, that is terrific. Again, silencer smooth, right? Yeah, silencer. Here, let me put this down so I don't. All right, little gymnastics here. Silencer smooth from Black Rifle Coffee Company. Yeah, this is a good one. And it really does live up to its name of smooth. Really terrific. Yeah, I like this one a lot. And again, that wonderful Peanuts coffee mug from viewer Jimmy V. Jimmy, thank you so very, very much. Check that out. Oh boy, that's a good hot cup of coffee there. And you know what? The handle is very cool to the touch. That's the way you want a coffee mug to work, that's for sure. Nice hot beverage in there, but that handle, you want it to be nice and cool. So there's Snoopy grabbing the security blanket, and he's pulling it, okay? And it becomes the handle of the mug. Okay, let me just hold it like that. And there's Linus hanging on. Yeah, it's an absolutely delightful coffee mug. Thank you again, Jimmy. Really do appreciate it. One more sip. Yeah, absolutely great. And again, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. Great to be with you. Really, I just love getting together for the Monday Morning Mailbag with you. So thank you very much for tuning in. We have some great refill comments this morning. Let's kick it off with something from viewer Scott Martin, who wrote, Old Salty is an instant classic. I bought the EDP as soon as I took my first whiff of the soap. One product that shouldn't be overlooked from Phoenix Shaving is their shampoo conditioner bar. Douglas has the best one on the market, in my opinion, and of the several I have purchased, Old Salty has been the best. Thick, rich lather for your hair, and that Old Salty scent. Highly recommended. Cheers, Scott. Yeah, well, Scott, I'm so glad you recommended the shampoo bar. What is it again? Yeah, shampoo conditioner bar. I don't come across, not having any hair upstairs, I don't have a need for it, so I don't come across that terminology that often. But yeah, I'm so glad that you're enjoying the shampoo and conditioner bar and recommending it to other viewers out there. Great to hear. And yeah, Old Salty, this is a terrific, terrific scent. Again, this just transports you to the seashore. This is summer. This is absolutely fantastic. You've got to try this. It really, really is terrific. And I would think, and I think I have it in my shopping cart. Yeah, I've got the bar soap, the bar body soap in my shopping cart. Yeah, that's going to be great in the shower. Yeah, that scent is absolutely wonderful. I agree with you, Scott. So thanks very much for confirming what a wonderful scent Old Salty is. Really, really enjoyed doing the review on this one. It was really, really terrific. James Sefton also mentioned about Old Salty. After that, now a swim in the ocean or the pool in the backyard. Yeah, yes, Old Salty has that kind of sensation. Absolutely. A swim in the ocean or, again, it's the seaside. It's the seashore. It really is. I mean, it's a very intoxicating, fresh, seashore kind of scent. I mean, you can actually hear the waves rolling in. It is that good. I mean, am I wrong? I mean, if you've used Old Salty, don't you get that imagery in your head? I sure did. Absolutely. Old Salty. James, thanks very, very much. Maggie Davis, 2504, wrote, Good afternoon, Mark. I have the original atomic rocket, and it's my favorite. However, it will need replacing soon. It looks like the new version is just as wonderful. That soap looks amazing and definitely worthy of your famous boom lather. Thank you very much for that, Maggie. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, both of these are terrific, terrific brushes. The original atomic rocket right here, I believe that's a tuxedo knot there, and the new fan style knot. Both of them are just great. And I love these handles. The handle is marvelous. It fits so nicely into the hand. It really, these brushes are absolutely fantastic. So either one will be great for you, for your traditional wet shave, and a great addition to your shave den. And they come in at a really, really very, very nice price point. And here, I'll give you a look at the right here, the logo on the bottom. Check that out. Isn't that neat? Both of them have the same logo. Oh, here, like that. Is that right? Yeah, the atomic rocket. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, absolutely neat. Yeah. Yeah, a beautiful, beautiful shaving brush. And I love the color scheme. I just love that cream white with that crimson red. Yeah, it's just really just terrific. Really, really terrific. Okay, so thanks very much for that, Maggie. Really do appreciate it. Kevin W. wrote, not sure I've seen lather like that before. That brush reminds me of my Peregrino brush. Huge handle and a fan style knot. You know what? I have the Peregrino here, Kevin. And yeah, at first glance, you would think that the fan style knot of the atomic rocket with the fan style knot would look a little bit similar to the Peregrino. But when you look at them side by side, yeah, I could see where you could think that maybe it's kind of, the Peregrino has a little bit of dome to it. But yeah, I can kind of see where you would think that it resembles the Peregrino knot a little bit in shape. But yeah, Peregrino, really another terrific, terrific shaving brush. And again, beautiful, beautiful handle. Another one that feels great in the hand, looks great, performs great. Yeah, these Phoenix shaving brushes are wonderful. So thanks very much for that, Kevin. Really, really do appreciate it. And I would say, yeah, there is some close similarity between the two. Now here's the fan knot, and then here is the other original knot right there. So yeah, you know what? I think you're right. I think the Peregrino does have a little more similarity to the fan knot than the original atomic rocket knot. Yeah, so I think you're, yeah, absolutely. I agree with you at first glance. Yeah, you'll make that comparison. Jeff Palmer wrote, that was an atomic boom lather. I just got my atomic rocket in, and I have to say it makes lather surprisingly fast. The handle fits my hand better than my other brushes. Been doing a face lather with it, and it does really well. It has a wide footprint when working it into your facial hair. All around, it is an awesome brush, and the price is downright cheap. We'll have to see how well it holds up, but I'm considering buying a few to put in the back of the cabinet as backups. The only complaint that I have is it doesn't seem to fit the brush stands I have. I have one that fits the handle, but it is too short. Even then, the bristles fan so far that it would still run into stand. Might have to create something to get a good fit. Thanks for the review. Well, you know what? Interesting you should mention that, Jeff, because I happen to have a razor and brush stand that will work for you for the atomic rocket, and that is the Vikings Blade stainless steel Admiral razor and brush stand. It's stainless steel. It's beautiful. It has an extra wide opening here for brushes. And let me show you right here, right there, it fits perfectly and it hangs wonderfully. Check that out. The atomic rocket fits perfectly and hangs wonderfully right there. How about that? And I'll show you with the fan knot as well. Right there from the handle. Again, look at that. Right? How about that? And I'll show you with the timeless razor with their interchangeable, interchangeable shave brush handle. That one fits very nicely as well. So you can have a larger knot on there too, and that'll work. And here is the Star Wisp right here, the Star Wisp. That fits very, very nicely as well because of that handle. All right, I think the shape of that handle right there, the indent on that one there, the smaller diameter on that handle there will probably fit probably a lot more razor stands than the atomic rocket, but it fits nicely right here on the Admiral razor stand from Vikings Blade. Now something like this right here, this is the Phantom Aerolite from Phoenix Shaving. It's a very, very chunky handle. That's not going to fit. It's not going to fit there, not going to fit there. Now, I believe it's a 26 millimeter knot. So if you give that a little squeeze, that knot will fit right there like that. So about a 26 millimeter knot will fit right there at the base of the knot on the stand. Anything larger than that, no, it's not going to fit. So yeah, so that's kind of gives you an overview of the Vikings Blade Admiral razor and brush stand. For the brushes, it has a little extra wider opening to accommodate a few more brush handle sizes out there. And the atomic rocket fits very, very nicely. We'll link this one below so you can get so you can order one if you want to. It comes at a nice price point too, as I recall. So that's, again, the Vikings Blade stainless steel Admiral razor and brush stand with that extra wide opening for brushes. So yeah, works really, really well. It's definitely a favorite. This is the one that I have in the shave den all the time because I know I'm going to be using my atomic rocket and my Phantom Aerolites and my Peregrinos and that. So, let me show you the Peregrino. The Peregrino, the handle does not fit. But the knot, because it's a 24 millimeter knot, that fits very, very nicely. See that? Very nicely like that. Yeah, so, yeah, almost came off. Almost. So, yeah, the 24 millimeter fits very, very nicely. 26 millimeter at the knot, at the base of the knot, a little snug, but it still fits. So there you go. Again, once again, Vikings Blade stainless steel Admiral razor and brush stand. Extra wide opening for brush handles. Okay, so Jeff, I hope that helps. Thanks very much for the comments. Really do appreciate it. Jake Collette of Collette Classic wrote, what a great review from Mark Bagwell. Final pass with nothing but the residual. Bravo, love it. Thanks again, and what a great drive to work due to 3MB. Hey, Jake, thanks very, very much for taking us along on your morning commute. Really do appreciate it. And Mark Bagwell did an absolutely wonderful review last week on Collette Classics Shave Soap CC1 formula. And yeah, he used residual slickness and he got a great shave. And he really, really does like the Collette Classic Shave Soap a lot. And again, he reviewed a CC1 formula just like we did. We reviewed the citrus and basil, very, very good. And the CC2 is a step up from that with some extra special ingredients in there. Bentonite clay, that kind of stuff. And we also reviewed the smoked cedar and leather in CC2. Really, really terrific, terrific shave soaps from Gillette Classic Supply Company. So check them out. And check out last week's review by Mark Bagwell if you missed it. It really was a terrific, terrific review. Jake, thanks so much. Really do appreciate the nice words. And thanks again to Mark Bagwell for a really, really great review. Viewer Stan Chapman wrote, "Howdy, Mark. Phoenix Shaving the Cube 2.0 is the bomb. Trust me when I say I have tried a lot of pre-shaves, but nothing compares to the Cube. Be sure to leave the Cube on your face and mix your shave lather into it for a super lather. You mentioned using it as a degreaser, but I prefer to wash my face with a glycerin soap first, rinse, and then apply the Cube." Hey, Stan, thanks very much for that. Hey, you know what? Your face, your rules. That's great. We've also used glycerin shave soaps to clean and also use as a pre-shave. Yeah, those are very, very good. I like those a lot. As a matter of fact, I think I have one floating around the shave den. I'm gonna have to pull that out again and start using it again in some reviews. Thank you for the reminder. Really do appreciate that. But yeah, I also love the Q 2.0, and it was the 4th of July video this past Thursday where I did a face lather, and your recommendation came to mind to use the Cube as a pre-shave lather, like I always do, but also to do a face lather on top of it and mix it together with the lather from the shave soap I was using, which was Space of July. Really terrific, terrific shave soap for 4th of July. And yeah, you get kind of a super lather. Really, really terrific, terrific shave from both the Cube and Space of July from Phoenix Shaving. So thank you very much for confirming how terrific the Cube 2.0 from Phoenix Shaving is. Thank you very much, Stan. Bart Buzz, who I believe is Bart Bartlett, wrote, "Happy Independence Day, great pre-4th Monday Morning Mailbag. Coincidentally, I have that same Rex Supply Company t-shirt as I was the Razor Emporium weekly t-shirt winner 3 or 4 weeks ago. Hey, congratulations. It's a great t-shirt. We wore it last week. I got mine at the Maggard meetup, and I got a chance to meet Matt Pisarcik. Really, really terrific, terrific guy. And check out the Razor Emporium and Rex Supply for some great wet shaving gear, and also the Razor Emporium for all things vintage Gillette. He's got a great resource there if you want to learn about vintage Gillette razors. Matt is the man when it comes to all things vintage Gillette razors, absolutely. Cold water menthol shaves are always refreshing, especially in the summer. Alum and witch hazel are the best astringents and antiseptics to keep my skin healthy. And balm is a great moisturizer to avoid post-shave dryness. Enjoy the fireworks on Thursday. Yeah, hey, Bart, I agree with all of that because I like that in my routine. Of course, I got to start incorporating a little bit of witch hazel. I have the Thayer's witch hazel, and I also have the Humphreys. I got to incorporate those into my post-shave routine a little more. So thanks for reminding me on that. And thanks for sharing your routine with us. And also enjoy that Rex Supply Company t-shirt. It's a terrific t-shirt. I love wearing that. I really do. So thanks very much for that, Bart. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Roderick McClown checked in regarding the Cube 2.0. It's an excellent face wash for skin prep. It leaves the skin feeling slicker than regular bar soap. That's the glycerin hard at work. The Cube 2.0 will work on its own as a shave stick. Just rub it on and have at it with a brush. Seriously, I'm not kidding. As a pre-shave, it's also very effective. Effectiveness will vary with the soap used after application. It will also vary from soap to soap with lather technique, i.e. face lather on top of the Cube versus bowl lathering and just applying the resultant lather on top of the Cube. There is no wrong or right way to use the Cube. Play with it and see what works for you. I prefer the non-mentholated version. Well, hey, thanks very much for that, Roderick. And funny you should mention using the Cube as a shave stick, because I did a video review, maybe a year or so ago, of just that. Viewers wanted to see the Cube just used as a shave soap, and that's what I did. I did a review of the Cube just apply it to my face. Got my atomic rocket shaving brush, coincidentally, and built a face lather using only the Cube 2.0, and I got a really nice result. So yeah, the Cube 2.0 is just a terrific, terrific product. So thanks very much for those comments. And I agree with you. It's going to vary a little bit whether you do a face lather or a bowl lather, and I've done both. And yeah, the Cube is terrific. It just I've been doing bowl lathering. Viewers out there converted me into a bowl latherer, and I enjoy painting that lather, building it in a bowl, building the lather in a bowl, then painting that lather on the face and having those two layers of protection, one on top of another. First, the pre-shave lather from the Cube 2.0 or a cream or an oil, and then putting the lather, painting the lather on top. But more often than not, it's the Cube 2.0 that is that first layer of protection. So thanks very much for that, Roderick. Really do appreciate it. 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes wrote, I basically agree with what Bill Murphy says about the rinse vessel and not put lather and stubble down the sink drain. I do nearly the same as what he does. Never do I put hair down the sink. Tall plastic quart-sized food container to hold rinse water. Vigorously agitate the razor to remove spent lather and hairs. And when done with the razor passes, pour the rinse liquid into the toilet. Rinse a couple of times this rinse vessel at the sink, but pour this too into the toilet. Flush when ready. Hey, 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes. Thanks very much. This is regarding Bill Murphy's information last week regarding a bowl from Target that is large enough to use as a rinse vessel because he's in the habit now of not rinsing hair stubble and lather down the sink. He uses this bowl to do all that, as 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes describes here, and then flushing it down the toilet, which is what 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes agrees with. So thanks very much for confirming Bill Murphy's routine and sharing your routine with all of us. Really, really do appreciate that. Viewer Robert Ross, 8565, wrote, a $10 razor in 1960, inflation adjusted to 2024 is $106.10. This is regarding the toggle razor that Jim from Northfield acquired. It's in beautiful, beautiful new old stock condition. Absolutely beautiful. And he got it for a nice price, but there was the original price tag in the original case, and it was marked $10. And I was wondering how much was $10 in 1960? Well, Robert Ross says $106.10. Wow. Now, Beyond the 90 also wrote about the toggle, the $10 it cost back in 1960 would be the equivalent of about $106.10 today per U.S. inflation calculator. So he confirms what Robert Ross is saying here. Make some of my razor purchases now not seem so bad. Great looking purchase that was made. Yeah, I agree. It was absolutely beautiful. But you're right. Some of the razors that we've purchased out there are a little more than $106, aren't they? Yeah, yes, they are. Absolutely. And I would think that some folks have some Badger shaving brushes that are probably even more than $106. So yeah, thanks very much for pointing that out, gentlemen. Really, really do appreciate it. $106.10 is what $10 in 1960 is in 1960, $10 is $106.10 in 2024 dollars. Okay, there it is. Thanks, gentlemen. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Not Bulbous 42 writes, I drop them all the time and they break. How do you prevent that? This is in regards to alum blocks. And Not Bulbous 42, all you have to do is, you got one of two solutions here. All you have to do is get a bag of rubber bands. James Sefton sent these to the channel. We will, I believe this is the Tulip brand. We will provide you a link below where you can get these on Amazon. And all you have to do is get these and just use them to wrap around your alum block, wrap around the edges of your alum block like I did here on this one right here. You can see the alum block is worn down a little bit. That one there, and also this one here. I got a blue band on here like this. Okay, all right, and that becomes like a grip where you can grip on the alum block and then just wet it underneath and use it. And you can see I've been using this one. You can see how thin it's starting to get there, but the band is still in place and still works very, very well. So you can do that. Get a bag of these rubber bands like this and stretch them around alum block of your choice around the edges, and that'll be like a grip. Or you can just go on up to Phoenix Shaving and buy their alum block like this with the no slip grip already in place like that. They already have that for you with the travel case, or you can get the dry dock system, and that's a really good option. So I think they're offering only the solid alum block. That one is in my shave den, and this is a brand new one that is not the solid alum block, but it still works very, very well. And yeah, but both of them come with both versions come with the no slip grip, and I think the solid alum block version is the only one that they're selling right now. The point is, Phoenix Shaving has an alum block with a no slip grip, a generous size, no slip grip, and it's right there, so you don't have to buy from two different sources, an alum block and a bag of rubber bands. You can just get it all in one from Phoenix Shaving. So yeah, so that's how that'll help the alum block not slipping out of your hand. There you go. That's what I was trying to say. Just get a rubber band like that, put it around the edges, or get the Phoenix Shaving alum block with a no slip grip. And that wraps up this week's refill segment. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some new wet shaving gear. Well, launching this Friday, July 12th, 2024, from Phoenix Shaving, Crabaple and Newton. How about that? Check that out. Check out the art. The shave soap here has the holographic label, which is why you see the light playing off of it a little bit differently than the label on the aftershave splash and cologne. But check that out. Absolutely fantastic, fantastic scent. We're going to be getting a review done on this. Here are the... oh man, that's fantastic. Here is the scent profile. Once more, I'll show you. It's a brand new tub. We're going to be using and reviewing this. This is fantastic. Top notes: citrus, pine, and eucalyptus. Middle notes: spice, ginger, and floral. Bottom notes: wood, oak moss, sandalwood, and patchouli. Boy, that is really, really nice. That is terrific. And as they write here, Crabapple and Newton is an homage to the Crabtree and Evelyn For Men fragrance line, which was first introduced in 1984 and ran for a number of years into at least the 1990s. It's unclear to me exactly when it was discontinued, as the brand has changed hands several times since 1996, and along with those changes, there were adjustments to the product line as well. I have always appreciated the creative imagery and fragrances this brand crafted back in the 80s and 90s. They were offering something different and something truly unique. The For Men fragrance is its own homage to the ancient spice routes and captures the essence of these legendary paths of commerce and cultural exchange with its balanced blend of warm spice and floral notes. The addition of sandalwood and patchouli in the base creates a warm, woody undertone, adding richness and depth. It's an exotic and intriguing fragrance with a touch of mystery, moodiness, and adventure woven into its composition. Boy, that captures this scent absolutely perfectly. That is really, oh yeah, there is a richness and a depth to it. Oh yeah, it is a warm, woody undertone, but I'm also getting a little bit of that eucalyptus from the top note. Oh yeah, exotic and intriguing fragrance. Absolutely. This is terrific. This really, really is terrific. This impresses me right now as another one of those scents that is great for an evening night out. Absolutely. This will definitely capture that evening activity. And they go on to say, this is the type of fragrance that feels right for any time of year and for any kind of adventure. Yes, absolutely. Now, the one thing I like about Phoenix Shaving is they always give a history and background to the shave soap fragrance or the razor or the brush or whatever it is that they're offering the wet shaving world. And this is no exception. They talk about the fabled spice routes, a little bit of history of the fabled spice routes. And they write, the spice routes were a vast network of trade routes journeyed by sea that connected distant civilizations, igniting the exchange of goods and ideas and captivating the senses with exotic aromas and flavors. From the bustling ports of Venice to the far-flung reaches of Asia and across North Africa, the spice routes carved a maze of pathways winding through empires, kingdoms, and the spaces in between, carried by the sea and salt wind. Along these ancient ways, we find many of the fundamental notes of perfumery. As time moved and empires rose and fell, the allure and enchantment of the spices themselves endures. Wow, that's fantastic. What a great, fantastic, well-written couple of paragraphs that is. Bravo. Absolutely fantastic. Only adds more to the allure of this particular shave soap. Boy, I am really looking forward to using and reviewing this. Now, we'll have links below as soon as they become available because this is launching this Friday, July 12th, 2024. So look for it. Come back Friday morning sometime and we should have the link for this. In the meantime, we're going to be getting a review done and hopefully that'll be this week as well, right before the launch or the day of the launch. But absolutely fantastic, fantastic scent. Wonderful, wonderful fragrance. And of course, CK6. So you know it's just going to give you some wonderful, wonderful lathering performance. There it is, right there from Phoenix Shaving. Let me get that information once more. Crabapple and Newton. Once more, let me give you the scent profile. Top notes, citrus, pine, eucalyptus. Middle notes, spice, ginger, and floral. Bottom notes, wood, oak moss, sandalwood, and patchouli. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely marvelous. My thanks to Doug, Fran, Huxley, and everyone at Phoenix Shaving for very kindly sending this one along to the channel and allowing me to share it with all the viewers. Thanks again to everyone at Phoenix Shaving. Really do appreciate it. Folks, this launches this Friday, July 12th, 2024 from Phoenix Shaving. Crabapple and Newton will have links below when they become available. Well, in the past, on the channel and also on the Monday Morning Mailbag, we have talked about and also reviewed the Pearl Shaving K2 razor. Boy, this is a terrific, terrific razor. It comes with two handles, a long handle as you see here, and also a short handle. Absolutely beautiful razor. It is wonderfully mild and efficient. The razor head encloses the end tabs of the razor blade, and the alignment of the razor blade is spot on, just perfect blade balance and alignment. A really, really well-made razor. Well, Christian Ortlip happens to have the black edition of the K2, and he sent along this review of it. So my thanks to him. Take it away, Christian.
Hi, everyone. Today is the 1st of May, Labor Day. I would like to do a short review of my Pearl K2 Black Edition. This razor comes to you with a shaving guide, a thank you card, a polishing cloth, 5 nylon washers, a 10-pack of blades. Here I got Silvermax. I use, because it's a black edition, a different washer I already bought. This is a black washer, fits a little bit better. Fact of this razor is that it is nearly impossible to get this one. It seems, as far as I know, that you only can get it in India. I got it in Germany by a shaving buddy of the German shaving forum called Forum der Rasur. He has a YouTube channel where he does also reviews of shaving gear. So I was able to get this razor here in Germany. Okay, one thing I am a little bit disappointed is that the posts of the top cap are a little bit too low. I wish they would be double the height or 1-2 millimeters more. The razor looks a lot like the German Mühle Compagnon, which we call Mühle over here, which means mill, but you Americans understand it more with Mühle of R89, R41. But this razor is great. In shave, you will get a real close shave. It is smooth, but it is perfect. I don't know if they changed a little bit on the shaveability of the razor, because Max Oradi and the others said it is very mild and leaves a little bit of stubble sometimes maybe, but this was two-pass shave, perfect. I show you what I meant with the posts. Here's one of the Silver Max blades, and as you can see, it gets hot, but if you want to align it, it gets fast, it disaligns that you maybe, here you see, I can't push it down, I have to make it again, put it up, and be very gently putting down, you see, and then put one of the handles. You get two handles, one is 100 millimeters, which I used, and the other is 75 milliliters long. This 75 milliliter long was a little bit short for me. I assemble now the razor and show it you again. Here you go. This is it with the long handle. Very nice looking with black. It says over here pearl. It is with a nice grip, the handle. The look is amazing. I put on now the short handle. And this is the razor with the short handle. Like I told you, it seems that it is only available in India at the moment, and the price over there is 999 rupees, which is around $10 to $11. So I hope this was okay, this short review, and you liked the razor more the days.
Thanks again, Christian, for a wonderful review of the K2 Black Edition razor. It really is terrific, whether you get it in this beautiful brushed chrome version right here, or in the Black Edition. You're going to be getting a really, really nice razor at a really, really nice price point. Hey, Christian, thanks again for the review. Really, really do appreciate it. Oh, almost forgot. That particular video review came from Christian Ortlip's YouTube channel. So we'll link his YouTube channel below where you can watch that video review again, and also a lot of other videos that he has regarding wet shaving and wet shaving gear. Christian, thanks again very, very much. Viewer Matt Panter checked in with this review of the Timeless Razor adjustable shaving brush, and he writes, "Boom lather to you, Mark. I wanted to thank you for reviewing the Timeless adjustable brush and testing all this stuff out for us. I finally bought one and I'm so amazed with how well it works. It's made in the USA and the build quality has exceeded all expectations. I had no idea it was so well made, and the finish on the aluminum is outstanding. I wish I could have bought this brush handle when I first started instead of buying a million different brushes. Because of this brush, I can customize and try out different knots and even use Phoenix shaving knots that Douglas Smythe sells. I use some medium-sized, heavy-duty rubber bands I bought off Amazon, and they fit perfectly on this brush handle to provide more grip. I also use the large size bands for alum blocks, aftershave bottles, and Parasso pre-shave caps. The medium-sized bands also fit Razor Rock aftershave caps perfectly. Here's a link, and we'll provide that link below where you can check out those heavy-duty rubber bands that he's talking about. He continues here, but anyways, I hope people will buy this USA-made brush handle for $69 and help it catch on, because I feel it can save people a lot of money and space in the long run. Timeless sells some high-quality knots on their site to go with it. I have the AP Shave Company G5C 26mm made in Japan synthetic knot in it now, and it is very soft, but not too soft, just right. I love the Timeless shaving bowls as well. I also have a couple of their razors, and they are great. But right now, I've been using an Edwin Jagger 316 in the light blue color. It looks awesome, more like an ice blue, and I really love this razor. It glides so smoothly and gives me a close shave. Somehow, I just find myself doing less touch-ups with this razor. Keep up the great work with George, and I wish you the best, Matt Panter. Matt, thanks very, very much for the overview of your routine and all the great shaving gear, but more importantly, the great endorsement of the Timeless Razor adjustable shaving brush. This really is terrific. Folks, we have talked about it on the channel, on the Monday Morning Mailbag. We have reviewed it on the channel. It really is a terrific, terrific shaving brush. You can place knots in here on the fly from 20 millimeters all the way up to 28 millimeters just by inserting different size rubber gaskets that will hold those knots in place and just give it a twist. You know, just tighten it down, and boy, that knot stays in there so snugly and securely. It really is a terrific, terrific shaving brush. And I agree with you, it is so well made, and the anodized finish is absolutely beautiful, and it's offered in a wide variety of colors. So we'll have a link below to Timeless Razor, to the shaving brush, and all of their wonderful shaving gear. So Matt, thanks again for a really terrific review and endorsement of the Timeless Razor adjustable shaving brush. Really do appreciate it. Well, earlier in the show, viewer Jason Rochester offered a shaving tip. And leading up to that shaving tip, he talked about how he likes Cello Red shave soap because it's a tallow-based shave soap. And I told you, tuck that little anecdote about tallow away because we're going to be talking about that later on in the show. Well, here we are later on in the show talking about a new tallow-based shave soap. And this one comes from American Vintage Soap Company. Yeah, we've been reviewing their natural shave soaps, and they now have a tallow-based shave soap. This is their Farmhouse Edition shave soap. As you can see right there, it's called Farmhouse Shave Soap Puck in the classic scent right there. And as they write, Farmhouse Editions are more focused on a traditional recipe using lard and tallow as the primary ingredients. Saponified stearic acid, food-grade lard, food-grade tallow, and essential oil blend. Now, this is the classic scent shave soap here, and the scent profile is patchouli, bergamot, clove, sandalwood, and cypress, and it really is a terrific, terrific scent. And I love this checkerboard wrapping paper that the puck comes in. How about that? That's really kind of neat. And here it is. It's a tallow-based soap puck right here. And we're going to be doing a review on this. Oh yeah, that's a nice scent. That really, really is terrific. Kind of a traditional, classic barbershop-like scent, which is why I guess they call it classic. Has a little more depth than some barbershop scented shave soaps, but a very, very nice scent. So we're going to be getting a review done on this. Again, the Farmhouse Edition shave soap from American Vintage Soap Company. This is their tallow-based shave soap. Again, it's more focused on a traditional recipe using tallow and lard as the primary ingredients. My thanks to Robert and everyone at American Vintage Soap Company for very kindly sending this along to the channel and allowing me to share with all the viewers. Check it out, folks. We'll have a link below where you can find the Farmhouse editions of American Vintage Soap Company's soaps. And we're going to do a comparison video. We're going to use this and compare it to the natural shave soap line that they also offer up there. So again, Farmhouse Editions from American Vintage Soap Company. This is their tallow-based soap. Robert and everyone at American Vintage Soap Company, thanks again very, very much. Viewer Bob Leroux sent along this review of a new shaving cream from France. And Bob writes, Yon-Ka is a tube of shave cream made in France and distributed internationally. The instructions come in 18 languages. It has a faint, pleasant scent, and you need only a tiny amount into your shave bowl to whip up an ample lather. The lather is thick, creamy, and slick. I used a Rockwell razor and a Battle Brothers blade, both from Amazon, and I got a terrific BBS shave doing 3 passes. Being in a tube, this is ideal for travel. Being from France, it makes a nice gift for your wet shaving friends. Truly outstanding. Hey, Bob, thanks very, very much. When I saw this review, I was very, very intrigued, which is why I want to share with all the viewers this week, because Bob also offered a couple of other reviews that we'll have in the coming weeks. But this one really, really intrigued me. Yon-Ka Shave Cream, all the way from France and distributed internationally. Bob, thanks very, very much for a terrific review, folks. We'll have links below. Thanks again, Bob. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Ricardo Aguilar sent this along regarding the Yon-Ka 24mm men's wet shave brush, Sagrada Familia, with a black and white tuxedo synthetic fiber knot and a resin handle. $10.88. That's 60% off the regular price of $27.20. And he writes, feels like a Parker Badger 3-band, soft, but a little itchy on face lather. So it sounds like, even though it's a synthetic knot, has a little bit of tooth to it. But check out that price again, $10.88, 60% off, regularly priced $27.20, up on AliExpress. We'll have a link below. Again, this is the Yon-Ka 24mm men's wet shaving brush, Sagrada Familia, with a synthetic fiber knot and a resin handle. $10.88 on AliExpress. Ricardo, thanks very, very much for the heads up on this really wonderfully priced shaving brush. Really do appreciate it. Well, a big thank you to Beth Jones for the heads up on the Stirling Black Friday in July sale. Yeah, they have a wonderful sales page. Black Friday in July, all of July. And folks, Solidus is back. And Beth Jones, very, very kindly, she not only sent the shave soap to the channel a while back, but this time around, because of that Black Friday sale, she sent along the Solidus aftershave and the balm. Absolutely fantastic. And I had a shave with this. You can see it's still kind of drying out there. I had a shave with this. It was absolutely wonderful. Now, not only do they have Solidus, but they have a lot of other great sale priced items up there. So check it out. Stirling's Black Friday in July sale. All July long, from what I understand. It's Black Friday in July at Stirling Soap Company. Thanks very much to Beth Jones for the heads up on this. Really do appreciate it. And Beth, thank you again for the Solidus shave soap, the aftershave splash, and also the balm. Thanks again, Beth. Really do appreciate it. Well, here's a neat item that came from viewer Stephen Gregory. And we're mentioning this because it kind of does double duty. We were talking about vintage coffee cans not so long ago. And every once in a while, we also talk about scoops. To take out your shave soap and put into your shaving bowl, that sort of thing. Well, Stephen Gregory sent along this item right here. See that? You know what this is? This is a P38 can opener. Okay, it unfolds like that, opens up. It has that little shark tooth blade right there. And Stephen writes, Mark, thanks for always responding to emails. This will be handy at a camp out for opening cans, and also a scoop spoon in a pinch. I keep mine on my keychain, carried it for 40 years. All my best, Stephen Gregory. Boom, lather. Thank you very much, Stephen. Really do appreciate it. Again, this is a replica from a World War II era can opener that American soldiers carried in their kit. This would open up their canned rations of food. And the way it works is, okay, it folds up like this. So you can see how it folds flat. It folds flat like that, okay? And then you just unfold it like that. It opens up like that. And again, that little shark tooth right there. And this opening right here, see this little opening right here? That opening right there, okay? That little semicircle opening there. That fits on the lip of the can like that, okay? Fits on the lip of the can like that. And then what you do is you then rotate this forward, and that end of that shark tooth punches into the lid, and then you move it back and you punch again, move it back and punch it again. And it took about 38 punches to work all the way around a can lid to open it up. That's why they call it the P38. I guess, 38 punches to, get it open as you were punching and turning, punching and turning, punching and turning, that sort of thing. And I used this the other day on a can of Bush's Best Original Baked Beans, and it worked wonderfully well. I couldn't believe how quickly it opened up a can. Really, really neat. So we'll have a link below where you can find these on Amazon. The P38 can opener like that, really a handy item. Again, you can open it up. You can use it to open up a can. We talked about vintage coffee cans. If you're buying coffee in those vintage cans and you have to have a can opener, this will work very, very well for that. And it will also work very well as a scoop on the other end. A scoop to scoop out your shave soap to put in your shaving bowl. Really a versatile little item. Again, we'll have a link below where you can get these, the P38 and also the P51, which is a little larger. So my thanks to Stephen Gregory for very kindly sending this along to the channel. Really do appreciate it. I've used it once already, and I absolutely love this. And I'm definitely going to put it on my keychain and have it handy. Thanks again, Stephen. Really, really do appreciate it. Once again, we'll have a link to the P38 can opener up on Amazon. Thanks again, Stephen. Really do appreciate it. And that wraps up this week's look at new wet shaving gear. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's get to some of these questions and comments. Well, in a previous Monday morning mailbag, we talked about the leaf razor and also the slight mishap I had with this razor on about my third shave using a Cremo shave cream. Now, the review just ran this past week, and I used a really nice full lather on my head, and I used this razor, and I got a really, really nice result. Now, there were some things that kind of tripped me up a little bit. The amount of lather on the top of my head and the thickness of that lather, I didn't seem to be engaging the blades as well on the top of my head as I had liked to. And again, that's probably operator error because I found the lather was covering up the blades, and perhaps I wasn't pressing enough to engage the pivot. And I wanted to make sure with this last shave I did that I didn't overly press too hard, because I think that may have come into play with the really, really bad, kind of a bad cut that I got. And again, I'm not sure if it was a bug bite up there or if it was operator error or not having enough Cremo shave cream, which is why I'm going to use nothing but a nice, full, thick, rich, creamy lather from an artisan shave soap maker whenever I use the leaf razor. Now, here are some comments regarding that shave and regarding the use of the leaf razor. David Dart wrote and said, "Mark, good morning, sir. I recently bought a leaf razor for doing my head shaves. I absolutely love it, but you do have to pay attention to your shave. I put the razor to my head and then went to move it, but didn't lift it from my head. The worst cut I have ever had shaving. I put it down to pilot error. Have a great day and keep the great Monday morning mailbag content coming." Yeah, again, might have been operator error on my part as well, David. And you know what? That can happen with any razors, not just a leaf razor. If you don't lift the razor and you're moving it, you might, get that slice with just about any kind of DE or SE razor. But 3 blades, yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a worse cut because there's 3 blades there and not just 1 blade. He also added here, just a little tip about the leaf razor. Be careful not to over tighten the little screw. I have heard that it is very easy to strip. Great shave. Have a great day. Yeah, we're going to be careful tightening this down here, this little thumb screw in the back here. And I have found myself, in this recent shave I did just the other day, and it went very, very well, and I got a really, really nice result, that I was always checking this thumb screw in the back to make sure everything was nice and secure. As I do with DE razors and safety razors to make sure that the razor head is snug or those butterfly doors are closed securely. Just force a habit, and I find myself just making sure that that thumb screw is snug and holding all those blades in place. Chris Carruthers said, "I use my leaf for my head shaves almost exclusively. I switch it up to a DE razor occasionally." Great shave, Mark. Hope you have a great day and a great 4th of July weekend. Hey, Chris, thanks again for the endorsement and encouragement of using the leaf razor. I'm really looking forward to more shaves with it. Again, like I say, this last shave I had, Really, really good. And I did change up my technique. I didn't use as heavy a hand as I did when I got that little bit of a nick back there. Dan00 wrote, I'm to the point I only use the leaf on my head. I go down on the sides and back and from back to front on the top for the first pass. For the second pass, I go across on the sides and from front to back on the top. I use a DE to get the top of my ears and I'm good to go. It took me a month to get my system, but now it works. I can't go against the grain as my hair on the sides is still thick and I don't want any ingrown hairs. Yeah, I understand that, Dan. It's great. I'm glad that this is working for you and that you've kind of mapped out the hair and its growth pattern on your head to where the leaf does a nice job. And I can understand using a DE blade, a DE razor to do a little bit of touch up here and there. And I found myself with this last shave that, yeah, I didn't quite get behind the ears like I wanted to. Or right about this area here, like on top of the ear right here. I kind of missed those areas there a little bit. And you know what? I grabbed a DE razor like you did, and I just kind of cleaned it up a little bit. And like you say, it was good to go. So I'm learning how to use this a little more, and I am definitely enjoying the shaves with it. But again, I'm not using that heavy of a hand, and I'm still trying to figure out how to get the top of my head shaved and not have that lather clog these blades. It doesn't seem to clog when I'm doing the sides or the back of my head. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's because there's a little more hair growth there and this is grabbing a little more hair, whereas on top, maybe I don't have that much hair up there anymore. I'm not entirely sure, but still learning about it and enjoying using the leaf razor. Mike Perit wrote, Mike, did I get your last name pronounced correctly? Perritte. Perit, I think is how it's spelled. Nice shave. I think you have the leaf down, but with a few more shaves, you will definitely have it down. I used the leaf coming from cartridges, so my first few shaves were bloodbaths, but now this is my go-to for my head shaves, especially if I need or want it done quickly. I use the bottom two slots unless I have irritation, then I use the top two slots for a slightly milder shave that usually doesn't bother irritation or small bumps. I use the thorn around my ears, and you will probably have to do the same under the nose. I have a beard and only shaved it off a few times, and the leaf is okay for face shaves, but prefer a regular DE or SE for that. Have a great week. Mike, thanks very, very much for that. I really do appreciate it. I haven't used it for a face shave yet, and I would like to, and I can understand why, you're not really going to get under the nose that well. And maybe if you go east to west here, like that, maybe that'll get it. And yeah, I should start playing with the number of blades in the razor head. Maybe I should go from 3 to 2. As I've always mentioned, when it comes to using a cartridge razor for a head shave, if I do that when I'm in a pinch, I like to use 3 blades or less for those kinds of head shaves. For 3 blades or less in those kinds of cartridge razors for a head shave. Let me put it that way. So maybe using just 2 blades in here, maybe 2 blades in the top two holders or the bottom 2 holders, however the configuration is, and maybe try that, or maybe just try 1 blade and go with that too. That might work as well. So it's nice to have that option with the leaf razor. So I really do appreciate it. So that's kind of an overview and revisit of the leaf razor. This last head shave I did was very enjoyable, and I did not slice anything open. And I know I have like a little something right here in the back of my neck, like a little mosquito bite or something like that. And the leaf did not slice it open or irritate it. And again, I wasn't using a really, really heavy hand as you would with a cartridge razor where you're pressing and pulling. With this one, it's kind of in between the approach or the feel or the heavy hand. Well, how do I say, the touch is kind of between a light touch of a DE razor and a heavy touch of a cartridge razor. It's like right in between there is what I am finding out. Now, I could be wrong. Moving forward, I might even modify that technique a little bit. We'll see. But again, this last shave was very, very good. And I don't think I'm going to use a thin, super slick shave cream with a leaf. I'm going to use something that has a full lather with a lot of protection because I think that would be more beneficial in using the leaf. So my thanks to all the folks who contributed to this part of the program. And the thanks go out to David Dart, Chris Carruthers, Dan 00, and Mike Parite. Gentlemen, thank you again very, very much. Viewer Al Spencer sent along this email, and the subject heading reads, Old Gillette Blades. And Al writes, Hey there, thought this might be interesting. A couple of years ago, I bought this newspaper ad off eBay because of the date in the lower left corner, my birth year. It hangs right next to George in my bathroom. A few months back, my wife picked up a small bag of real old weathered and rusty razor blades at a consignment shop. A couple days ago, to my surprise, I noticed that there was one pack of Gillette blades just like the one in the 1942 ad. I attached a few photos and was amazed at all the writing on the blade, even the pat number. Hope you enjoy the nostalgia trip, Al Spencer. Al, thanks very much for sending us along. Yeah, that's really neat that you were able to find a pack of those old Gillette blades matching what you have in that ad. And let me tell you, that framed ad in your shave den, that is marvelous. Wow, that is really some forward thinking. Finding an ad like that on eBay for Gillette razor blades and then framing it up and putting it in your shave den. That is fantastic. That is really nice. And thanks very much for hanging it next to the George sketch. Really, really do appreciate that. But there you go, folks. A really terrific nostalgia trip with vintage razor blades from Gillette from the 1940s and a really wonderful Gillette ad from 1942. That's absolutely fantastic, Al. And if you out there have anything similar adorning your shave den, please snap a photo of it, send it into the Monday Morning Mailbag, and we'll share it with all the viewers. Al, thanks again for the nostalgia trip. Really do appreciate it. And that wraps up another Monday Morning Mailbag. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out all the wonderful artisan soap makers and sellers that you see displayed on the bottom of the screen right now. They make and offer some wonderful artisan shave soap. They also offer some wonderful wet shaving gear to enhance your traditional wet shave. The next time you're online, please take a moment, pay them a visit. I sure would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Also, check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/Mark080, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review in this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Hey, we have another double take cartoon puzzle this week. Try to find the differences between the two cartoon panels. If you need more time, just pause the video or try to find all the differences before time runs out. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.